Hi, boys and girls. It's time for Soldier Dogs. Now, last time we read, Chief was looking for Matt. Matt had run away because he was very upset about his brother Eric, who we don't know what's happened to him yet. So, Chief is out looking for Matt. Chapter 10. Matt's hearing returned with a low, aching hum. He scrambled to his feet, trembling. His ears hurt and his head pounded, and where was Chief? He must have been caught in the blast. Still shaking, Matt took a breath and called, "Chief!" He peered through the smoke and dust. He didn't see Chief anywhere. He whistled and called again, but still he didn't hear anything. Then he saw the stairway leading upward. Oh no! "Here, boy," he called. That stupid dog must have gotten spooked by the explosion and gone upstairs. Matt blinked in the stairway. He knew he should run for the shelter, but he wasn't about to lose Chief. He'd promised to look after Eric's dog, and that's exactly what he was going to do. So he took a deep breath and started toward the stairway. Halfway there, he realized that he'd lost his father's woolen hat in the explosion. There was no time to look for it now, though. It didn't matter. He started up the stairs. The stones were uneven, worn from centuries of use, and they were slippery. Matt almost fell twice before he reached the first door. He almost grabbed the knob, but realized that doesn't make any sense. Chief is a smart dog, but not even he could operate a doorknob. Matt climbed higher. Yellow light shone on the stone a minute before he came to an open door. The air smelled like a bonfire, and he heard men shouting roughly. Matt peered through the door and found himself looking onto one of the cathedral's roofs. There must have been dozens of roofs tucked between all the towers and spires. This one was only slightly angled, with high walls rising along two sides. A man was standing in the open, out on the roof, beside a small mound on the roof. And for a terrible moment, Matt thought that small mound was Chief lying there. Except no, it wasn't a dog. It was a low heap, piled up something. Matt frowned and looked closer. He couldn't tell what it was. And what was that man doing? He was skinny and sort of rat-faced, and he looked suspicious to Matt. Was he making trouble? Was he working for the Germans? Then Matt spotted two other men on the roof. What kind of people stood around on a cathedral roof during an air raid? A knot of worry tightened in Matt's chest. Then the rat-faced man glanced toward the door where he was standing. Matt froze, afraid of being spotted. He didn't move. He didn't breathe. He focused on the sound of the wind buffeting the cathedral spires. The rat-faced man didn't see Matt in the shadows, though. Matt exhaled shakily. He'd tell the people in the shelter when he got back. But Chief wasn't here, so he'd keep on searching. He started to turn away when a hand grabbed him. "Yee!" he yelped, almost jumping out of his skin. When he spun around, he didn't see a shadowy figure or a rat-faced man. No, it was Rachel, standing in the doorway, following him like always. "Would you get lost?" he snapped at her. "Oi!" a man shouted from the roof. "What are you kids doing here?" Matt turned back and found Ratface staring at him, holding a big net, big enough to catch a kid. "Don't move," the man snarled at them. We're looking for..." But Matt couldn't say "my dog." The shelter. Sorry, bye." Ratface took a step toward them. He started to say something, then stopped at a loud clatter. Something hard had slammed into the roof and now skittered through the shadows. "It's a bomb," Rachel gasped. She was right. The German planes were trying to bomb the cathedral, and they dropped an incendiary, a firebomb, only 20 feet away. But it hadn't exploded. Not yet. Matt knew what some incendiary bombs, that they didn't always burst into flames immediately. Instead, sometimes it took a few seconds for the chemicals inside the bombs to mix together and catch fire. But it only had a few seconds. Matt stared in horror, waiting for that bomb to explode. Instead, it rolled to a halt 10 feet away, and Ratface sprang into action. He ran toward the bomb and threw his net on it. Except it wasn't a net, it was a big square of burlap cloth. That's what the heap was made of burlap sacks for handling bombs. Matt's knees trembled. 1 second passed. 2 seconds. He knew that inside the firebomb the chemicals must be mixing together. He knew the bomb was about to burst into super hot flames. Still, Ratface didn't hesitate. He grabbed the bomb with the burlap sack. He raced to the side of the roof. He threw the bomb off the cathedral. A moment later, the bomb hit the grass and burst into flames. The fire blazed brightly, scorching the lawn, but it didn't burn the building. That's what the men were doing on the roof. They were fire watchers, catching bombs before they ignited, before they blew up, and throwing them over the edge. Matt gazed in amazement at the man. And then another bomb fell. It clattered and rolled, and it stopped between the man and the pile of burlap. He wouldn't have time to run for another cloth. The bomb would start the cathedral burning. Without hesitating, without pausing to think, Matt raced to the heap of burlap. He grabbed the top sheet. He whipped around toward Ratface. How long before that bomb would explode? The other one had only taken a few seconds. How much time did Matt have left? That's the end of that chapter, boys and girls. And when they leave you kind of like in suspense like that, where you're wondering, oh no, what's going to happen to Matt? They call that a cliffhanger. And that a cliffhanger makes you want to go on reading more. So tomorrow I'll read more and we'll find out what happens with Matt. Have a great evening. Remember to study your spelling words. I'm going to give you a test tomorrow. Bye-bye.